Hello darlings, happy Tuesday. Hope you're fine and well. These energies are mental. But with all of them, I know this is going to sound really strange, but I feel a deep sense of love. I don't know how to describe it other than bliss. It's really weird, but I'm here for it after such a challenging few years. And then some. To feel this sense of love is really profound, but I'm also like, we're at home. We're back home. We're back. I feel like I'm back home with myself. And I have just so much love to give. And my heart is open to receive what the universe has for me. But I feel really like, oh my God, emotional, but in a really positive way. Please tell me I'm not the only one feeling this, because I know there's a lot of doom and gloom in the world, and the world around you happens as you choose to look at it. So take, for example, I've had my car serviced and MOT this week. The car failed the MOT on one of the tyres. I knew the tyre would fail because it had a bulge in it, and I thought, here we go. That would have been a blowout though if I'd have driven on it for much longer. So I am actually realising I'm being protected. Even though it's more money than I wanted to pay, I'm being protected and I'm grateful. And I've spent a lot of time with my parents recently. And it's just been hilarious and so much soul fun. It's been soulful, but it's been soul fun as well. I've just made up a new word. It's been soul fun. And I'm like emotional, but I'm like in this space of, wow, my mum and dad are wonderful people in so many ways. Yes, we all have moments where we're like, what the actual fuck? But they make me smile so much. And I'm so grateful that they're here still. And I'm spending as much time with them as I can while I'm living down here again, because I'm so close to them. And it's just beautiful. And, you know, I think my advice to anyone watching this and seeing and feeling the emotion that I'm in at the moment would be, if you've got your parents with you still on this mortal coil, go and see them. If you can, go and see them. Go and spend time with them. Because you never know what's around the corner. And having lost a dear friend recently, you just don't know what's around the corner. And it's like, make the most of what is available to you now. Not next week, not next month, now, today, soon, because that soon might never come. And it's like, spending time with my parents, it's just made me realise and appreciate them so much. And I try and get everybody around me to look at the positives in life. And I could have got really upset with the car situation. And do you know what? I just went, Mum, there's fuck all we can do about it. And she went, darling, there's nothing we can do. We just have to go with the flow, don't we? And I went, yeah. And I've realised I've taught my parents to be a lot more relaxed with things. You know, it's a work in progress with my dad, because he's a very strict disciplinarian from running his own business for years and being in the army for years as well, many years ago. But he's just one of those people, retired years ago, but still has to feel like he's working. He's just a workaholic, and that's just how he chooses to live. And he's very healthy as a result of that, you know. And my mum also is very hardworking still, even though they don't work. They have a very, they do have a routine-based life, but they're teaching me that routine is not always a bad thing, you know? Whereas I'm teaching them living in the power of now, living in the moment, being in a place of love, even though sometimes life can come and test the absolute bejesus out of you, so to speak. It's like, oh my God, like, learn to appreciate who is in your life now, 4, 5, 6 at a time. And there are so many people that I love dearly, friends, family, clients, and people I've met along the way who I don't speak too much but still have love for, you know, and there's no falling out or anything like that. It's just time or circumstances mean you can't speak as much as you'd like to. But I think when you lose somebody, you know, a dear friend, and it was so unexpected, it just makes you look at life from a different lens. And I adopt the viewpoint and the lens point of an eagle, where they spread their wings wide and look at everything below them, and they teach you to look at things from a wider perspective. And I'm trying to help you do the same. So don't look at things that cause you trouble or problems. Respectfully, there are going to be some things that are undeniable, and you've got to just go with them and deal with them. And your present moment may be quite challenging, but it's something you're dealing with, right? It's a situation, whatever it is, it's something you're dealing with. However difficult it is, you are dealing with it as you can and as well as you can. But sometimes a delay is a protection, or a redirection is protection. And the whole thing with my tyre, it needed doing, and I knew I was going to have a new tyre at some point in the next couple of months. But Spirit's like, no, you need it doing sooner rather than later, because that will be a blowout. I'd done quite a big journey recently, and I thought, how the fuck that hasn't blown out, I don't know. So I'm very grateful to Spirit for protecting me. And I'm now even more protected because I have a brand new tyre. Just caused me a delay by a day or two. It is what it is. It's not the end of the world, you know? Like, little delays, little niggles. Things happen, and maybe a few of you are realising that there are delays in your life to stop and make you think about something in particular, you know? So, yeah, I'm going to blow my nose, excuse me. Sorry. Excuse me, sorry, hay fever's really, really bad. I apologise for that. Do excuse me. So, yeah. I feel like I need to do a bit of a reading though. So, yes, let's do a reading. So obviously I'm in this deep sort of bubble of love, which, you know, I'm here for, because those of you who follow me for a while, it's been a while since I felt like this. In fact, I don't think I've ever felt like this. Like, just this deep appreciation for who is in my life and what is in my life. And it's, you know, I'm a coffee whore. It's savouring the coffee, and yes, this is not decaf, this is normal coffee, thank my actual Lord right now. It's putting on lip gloss, it's doing your hair in the morning, it's doing your makeup, it's having a shower. I'm doing everything unaided. I'm extremely lucky to be able to do that. Like, doing everything unaided. Yes, there's a lot more aches and pains as you get into perimenopause and, you know, Ascension and all that, but I'm really realising how grateful I am for what I have in life, and who, more importantly, I have in life. The gratitude is just so significant. And, you know, I'm realising God's timing. God's timing is absolutely paramount. And I think because I do have complete and utter faith and trust in God and the divine, surrender is showing me, when you surrender, you can come into your heart space, you can come into love. And I'm in this blissful place, and I'm like, oh, wow. Like, my mum's coming over tonight for dinner, and I'm cooking. I'm just going to do some simple pasta for us, because we both love Italian food. Plus, she speaks Italian, so we might have an Italian lesson in the get-go as well. But we're watching Mamma Mia, the first one. And she's like, oh, darling, I'm so looking forward to seeing you and watching our film together. And I'm just like, so am I, Mum, more than you think. And it's just, it's beautiful. And since I've moved back here, it's just beautiful to be so near the family. Like, I'm still missing my other sister who lives not far from where I used to live. But things change in your life, and not everything is going to change for good. Some things will change and some people will move out of your life because there's healing to be done, or you've got a part of your journey that you can't share with certain people, and then you will come back into alignment. And I think Spirit will do it in the most beautiful way. God will do it in the most beautiful way. And I think when you can look at that and go, do you know what? Yeah, that is how I'm feeling. Like this sense of, I can see why so much has happened the way it has. And I have so much gratitude for everyone and everything in my life. And even those I don't speak to that much, but still have a lot of love for, still grateful to them. You know, there's no one I've really fallen out with. Like, obviously there's times when I've had to move away from people, and that's something that God and the divine will have orchestrated, but it's happened for a reason. And I send those people love and blessings and compassion and, you know, abundant wishes, and hope that they're happy, healthy and wealthy. But this place of just being in this utter, pure, blissful state, and it's almost like I am actually in a loving, committed relationship, how I feel. And I never felt like this in any of my relationships. Like, I was happy to a degree, yeah, in a 3D muggle kind of way, but I never felt happy within myself like I do right now. And it's blissful. And I can't tell you how long it's taken me to get to this place where I'm just like almost floating, and I don't know, it's really strange, but I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Right, big boys, here they are. So this week, what are we on now? Tuesday. Could be Wednesday when you're seeing this, but whatever day you're seeing it, you're going to be seeing it on the day you're meant to. So we're just going to see what the big boys have to say. This is why I'm feeling the love. Ooh, Knight of Cups. But this is the Knight of Cups for you. This is the love for yourself. Unconditional love for self. But it could be I'm picking up a masculine energy. We've got Justice. I could be picking up someone's inner masculine and inner feminine. I don't know. But for me personally, you know, I do channel the collective a lot, obviously, hence why I do readings for them. But let's just see if this energy is a bit of a collective energy as well. Let's see. Because I do feel this sense of, I just know it's all going to be okay. Like, yeah, life can be challenging, but having the right people by your side, Page of Pentacles, someone's looking at something very interesting here, makes all the difference. But coming home to you really makes a big difference. And I feel like I've come home to myself. And yes, there's things I will change. Yes, there's things I will do differently. Yes, I'm still learning and growing and healing one moment at a time. But I just feel this inner peace that I've never felt before. And I tell you what, it's invigorating. It's, I don't know. It honestly feels like I'm in that beautiful, committed, loving relationship that I've desired for so long. But I am with me. And it's like, wow. You just know. Queen of Wands. Okay. What else do we need to know, Spirit? Okay, can I have one or two more? Maybe three. Page of Cups. Six of Pentacles. Ten of Cups. Yeah, I knew there was a reason for getting three more. Six of Pentacles. Page of Cups. Ten of... I nearly said Ten of Wands then, but obviously that's Ten of Cups. So... Alright, what do I want to clarify with here, Spirit? These ones, thank you. Clarify the Knight. The Moon in reverse. Someone's letting go of their fear to come to you. Someone is letting go of fear to come to you. Clarify Justice. We have Hermit, the Three of Wands, and the Queen of Swords. Interesting. Clarify the Page of Pentacles. I will... Yeah, somebody wants to communicate with you. Someone's thinking about it, trying to make a decision about it. I know. I have been saying this for a while. I apologise. Well, I've got the Queen of Wands here, please. Seven of Swords. Right, okay. What's that all about? Third party up to no good, or... Right, yeah, they just want to come to you. So I've said this before, I had this weird download about a third party situation where the karmics might be doing things that's making your person vigilant and needing to be sort of very careful towards you. Tell me more. The world. All right. Clarify the Six of Pentacles, please. That came out in reverse. So there's just a lot of destabilization going on with the third party situation here. And the masculines are sadly realizing a lot of reality about what they were dealing with, and that it was never really something that made them truly happy, which is hard. Clarify Six of Pentacles. Page of Swords. Yeah, they're watching you. They're watching you. They're being inspired by you. They want to bring you the justice you deserve. There could be something going on with children here as well. Yeah, there's definitely this vibe that they're healing. Well, they've done a lot of healing around a previous relationship, but what they're realizing is you and them have a beautiful healing relationship that's on the way. And for some of them, they do just want to start connecting with you properly, but for a lot of them, they've got to go through a divorce or some kind of separation first, which you obviously know. They do want stability with you. They want it quick, they want it fast, they don't want to fuck about. But obviously it's taking the time it's taking because they've had to heal from some quite challenging times. And I do get the sense that, like I say, karmic feminines, previous partners, that sort of thing, they are causing or trying to cause your person a bit of trouble. I do feel like for some of them though, it's going over their head and they're just like, yeah, whatever, I don't care, I love that person and I'm just going to go and get started, you know? I mean, obviously they've got to take things, they've got to be mindful. All right. So why am I in this place? Like, am I picking up the collective energy with this energy that I'm in? The Lovers. Maybe. Or not. Five of Wands. Let's see. Don't get a little bit don't get disheartened. Let's see. Let's see. Queen of Wands has come out again. I'm not really liking this. Yeah. There's a bit of drama here. So just focus on loving yourself, and you know what will be will be. It's as simple as that, really. You just got to trust that God and the divine will orchestrate everything for you the way it's meant to happen. I'm struggling to get a card. Hang on. Again, Four of Swords. The heart. The Healer card. The Star. One or two more? One or two more? Ace of Wands. Right, okay. Like I said, people around them are causing or trying to cause difficulty. Clarify the Lovers. Clarify the Magician. Clarify the Five of Wands. As I said to you, all your person wants to do is come towards you. For those of you that aren't in any kind of communication, it's going to change. Well, I've got the Queen of Wands here, please. Oh, for fuck's sake, I don't want all of them. There's definitely, obviously, some endings going on here. Clarify the Queen of Wands, please. Yeah. The feminine energy here is trying their best to win at all costs. And your person's tired. Clarify the Star. They're tired. They're, you know, they have been doing quite a lot of healing work by the looks of things here as well. And they've picked, your person's had to, Some of us have been guilty of being people pleasers for so long in our lives. Oh God, hang on 1 second. What's this? Oh no. Right, yeah. They just want this new beginning with you. They're very magnetised to you. They're very drawn to you. And they're very much like, can we just have this new beginning, please? With the Page of Pentacles and Fool. They do just want this new beginning. So you might be feeling a bit of sexual energy as well. But if you have been a people pleaser all your life, you know, and you've struggled to say no, this is something your masculines had to learn as well, to not be a people pleaser. Maybe they've just been this type of person who doesn't like to hurt people or upset the apple cart, so to speak. But unfortunately, that's been to the detriment of themselves or their own mental health or their own health or their own physical health. And now they're like, oh my God. And it's really interesting to see that, you know, more and more of the masculine collective are stepping into their power and going, well, enough's enough. I'm not putting up with that anymore. So you just have to be focused on you, open to what the divine has. I'm going to do another way of pulling cards because it's too fucking difficult that way. So we're just going to do it this way. Like I did the other day with the cards. You remember the ones I mean? Right, hang on. I'm going to do a little bit of a... Right, what's being shown to me, Spirit? That one. That one. I'm going to take 2 from each pile because I want 6 cards. That one. I don't know how this is going to work, but it will be how it's meant to, so do not worry. Those 2. Right. Okay. You need to understand that more than anything, your person just wants to come towards you. Yeah. Queen of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, 3 of Swords, 5 of Swords, Temperance. So as I said, they just want to come towards you. They just want to come towards you. And that is what matters to them right now. Just coming to you as soon as they can. Right, what cards do I want to clarify with? Not them. The blue. Excuse me 1 second. I'll get the fuckers out. There we go. Oh, they're back. Do you remember when Whispers disappeared off the shelves for ages and then they did that advert? Oh, they're back. And you had a picture of the Whisper. Oh my God. Insane. I know Cadbury chocolate is fucking lab orientated now. But Whispers, oh God. I can't really have a lot of milk chocolate. I prefer dark. Dark milk buttons, dark like Lindt chocolate, but even that's everything's lab made, isn't it? So to find real chocolate is hard, but I do love dark chocolate. It's so much better for you. Right, so Queen of Pentacles, let's go. What's this here for? Healing, possible mother wounds, but you know, you are also stepping into your power and your purpose possibly here as a healer. We have the Page of Wands, but it's in reverse. Your person's been focused on making the money, clearing money issues maybe in some cases, clarify the Knight of Wands, umming and ahhing with the Hierophant here. They just want to come in to see you with some clarity on the third party situation and let you know that they have been feeling a lot of pain. Things have ended in their life that at some point they never thought would end, right? So it's been quite a turmoil for them. Clarify Temperance, the 8 of Wands. They just want to come in and balance and heal this connection. And then we've got the Hermit. So it's, yeah. And I feel like for a lot of them, they've had to keep you out in the cold, so to speak. They've had to keep things quiet between you to protect the connection, and that's been really challenging for them. And yeah, they're like that. Ugh. I just want to speak to this person properly, and because the third party situation or other people have been interfering in your life, they're like, oh my God, like, how, I've got to be careful with what I do here. Yeah, it's 7 of Wands. I've got to be careful. I've got to be a bit like, they've got to play things clever. The world. Then we have the Queen of Pentacles and the High Priestess. 2 Queens of Pentacles. You already know. And because you're so focused on you, yeah, you want to see them, speak to them, hear from them, all that jazz. Of course you do. But you're just like, what's meant for me will never pass me by. And that's that. What is meant for you will never pass you by. And when you're in that energy, it's honestly a really good place to be, because you're just able to go with it. And that's it, really. That's where you want to be. Able to just go with the flow and trust in the divine, in the plan. And you know what your heart wants. And you're like, you know what I want, Spirit? I let go of the reins. I let go of any control. Off you go. Amaze me. And you'd be surprised what happens. Right, so we've got woman holding a heart. There you go, you see. Step into that heart space. When you step into that heart space, garden and the gate, you're on the precipice of something amazing here. Daughter value. Yeah. Things are definitely looking up for you. Just be positive. From being stuck and tied for all that time, you are realising where financial constraints were keeping you stuck and tied. And when you lead from your heart, you realise you don't have those blocks. Indecision. It's all an illusion. You just have to be in a place where you are open to receive. And if you're in that beautiful open receptivity, you will receive what is meant for you, you know? Right, we're going to go back to these because they're beautiful. Clarify the woman holding a heart. 8 of Pentacles. You're just getting on with life and embracing the moment. Garden of the Gates, clarified by the Queen of Swords. You know, you've had to make some decisions. You've had to put firm boundaries in with people, and that's okay. Daughter value is clarified by the 3 of Pentacles. So you could be looking at possibly collaborating with people that are also of the same ilk as you, and people who have the same mindset as you. Or rather, the same heart space, the same heart set as you. Clarify all tied up. The Magician in reverse, right? Tell me more about that, Big Spirit. The High Priestess, okay. Any more? 10 of Pentacles. It's the past coming knocking to clear one last time. And some of you have cleared a lot when it comes to money. We've also got Chiron and Taurus as well. For those who have, for those born between, is it 19, I think it's 1978, don't quote me on this, 1978, if you're born between 1978 and 1984, you may have Chiron and Taurus value. So that could be significant for you, to be working through that feeling of value. Yeah, there's definitely some indecision been made here. Like there's been some indecision that's been happening here that's also been caused as a bit of a block from possibly a karmic feminine as well. Like your person's realizing how difficult and challenging their other relationship was, and it's like, oh my God, I was with that person for all that time and I never truly felt absolute love like I thought I did, but I really, really wasn't shown that much. And obviously you then fare differently because you've probably shown them unconditional love and they're like, oh, that's what it's meant to be like, you know? It's that sort of energy. Okay. What else do I want to go? I want to go to these, I think. Any more messages for this collective watching? We know it's all about love. Three of Pentacles. Queen of Wands. Yep. It's all about choosing to focus on the best. Oh, God almighty. We've got the Seven of fucking Swords. Guys, you know how I feel about this energy. We've got the Dreamer. We've got the Knight of Cups. What's this deceit? I will look at it in a minute. There is a magpie on the card. And we've got the Knight of Wands as well. All right. What's this? Please clarify the Three of Pentacles. Letting go of something. Let's see what else comes through. The Lovers. Ooh, yeah. Joining forces. Seven of Cups. Right, so the other woman, I said other woman, there's definitely been some confusion been brought on by the other person. However, I do get the sense that your person is looking at you in a plethora of ways of wowdom. They're like, like they just know, right? Now, with the Seven of Swords clarified by the Ten of Pentacles, and then the fucking Seven of Swords, they've definitely been through some shit with their, what they thought was a stable connection previously, but also your person is hiding the fact they want commitment with you. Okay, we have the Ace of Cups here. The Dreamer is clarified, which is the Fool in normal tarot, is clarified by the King of Pentacles, and then we have the Ace of Cups. So there's a lot of love here for you. You intuitively know this. You intuitively know. Why have we got the Knight of Wands? Devil, tell me more. Is this a negative devil or a positive devil? Ace of Pentacles. I keep getting this obsessive energy and it is still here. So if your person, it feels like to me they're not leaking their energy to anyone specific other than you. Like, they're not leaking energy to you. They are sending you this very intense energy to remind you of who you are to them, but at the same time they're not leaking the energy elsewhere. It's solely for you and them. Yeah, they know that you have got very firm boundaries in place. We've got the Tower as well, but I'm looking at this Tower in a different way to normal towers because it's so... This Tower on this card is a very strong, stable, foundational tower, right? And because with the Ten of Swords, they have been closing out so much shit in their life, Three of Cups and the Emperor, all they want to do is come towards you for justice. To give you perhaps something you've never had as well. But you appreciate that it's had to take the time it's taken. You are that wish fulfillment. You've just stayed focused on you, and it's really drawn them to you in such a positive way. They're like that. So yeah, very interesting energies. I am going to look and see like what sort of action is coming through. If there is going to be some for some of you soon. All right, any action that the people watching need to be made aware of? I know you like to do Ten of Earth. Ten of Pentacles. Okay, beautiful. Five of Fire, Five of Air. Okay. Four of Fire, which is another commitment card. Four of Air, Five of Earth. So there's definitely been some changes here. We've got 2 4s, 3 5s, and a 10. All big changes, right? All big changes. Okay, what do I want to let's clarify with these ones. Clarify the 10 of Earth. 3 of Wands. When the time's right, they're coming for you, and in a number of ways. There has been some drama, there has been some difficulty, and they want to tell you this. They really are conflicted about No, they have been very conflicted about not speaking to you the way they want to, and they've had some difficulties around them which has kept them away from you, but just know there is so much love here. Can I find the Four of Fire, Four of Wands, Three of Swords in reverse? Yeah, that's them doing the healing work regarding their heart and not letting the third party interfere anymore. Five of Earth is clarified by the Page of Wands. They've had to do, they've had to work on some inner child stuff here as well. Clarify the Four of Air, Seven of Wands. Yeah, healing. Healing's been done, and you know, for some of you, and Five of Swords. Okay, so we've got the Five of Air here basically twice. For some of you, you are going to find this person comes in, Two of Swords. For others of you, they know it's not quite the right time to do that. No, Hermit energy. They know it's not quite the right time. And with the Two of Cups and the Eight of Cups, this is them wanting to walk towards the Ten of Cups energy. But they've had to work through some changes, and they have felt stuck and almost obliged to keep their own happiness at bay while they were dealing with another person here who they're not in a relationship with. They're not in a committed relationship with that person. They were, they're not now. This is definitely for a collective where there's been a separation with a third party energy or a past relationship, business, personal, romantic, long-term commitment energy, right? And so your person has been going through it, and in the meantime you've just stepped aside and let them get on with it. You haven't tried to control the narrative, you've just left them to it. Any more action? Divine timing. Any more action? Anything else we need to be aware? Summer. Well, we're not that far from summer. June, July, August. We're not that far from it, are we? Air sign. So for some that could be Gemini season, but what I'm feeling more than anything is it's the Ace of Swords. Finances. Focusing on money and work. Yep, absolutely. Self-love. Doing the work, like becoming stronger in themselves. Like a lot of the masculine collective I'm working with are very focused on working on healthier habits, like with food, with exercise, you know, because you are very focused on you know, they're realizing, look, glow up. They want to have that, well, glow up, like you say. They want to have that, they want to feel better about themselves. They want to feel more confident in themselves, and that's really beautiful. Clarify timing, because when they come towards you, yeah, Oracle of Clouds, it's all, you just have to look at this and be in the open receptivity with the Empress to receive. You have to be open to receive from them. And then we've got Air sign and Tower. I do feel like they want to communicate with you about what's happened, and they will in time. They'll tell you about all the endings, and this is the other thing as well with finances. What's going on here is something to do with finances is closing out for your counterpart. They're ending cycles to do with money or joint finances, like it's that sort of energy. Clarify the self-love. Magician, creation, working on themselves, figuring it all out. Clarity is coming for you. They want to give you clarity so they can have that new beginning. And we've also got here the Seven of Swords. Like, you might not be aware of this, like in the 3D, but they really are wanting you to understand. Yeah, we got the World here as well. They really are wanting that new beginning with you. It's just, you just got to be compassionate. We've got the Justice card too. Balance. Just be compassionate. There's a lot going on here. They are resilient. You are resilient. And, you know, oh, Master of Raindrops, that King of Cups energy again. They do want to see you, they want to speak to you, but there's a lot that they need to focus on right now. For some of them, I think they will just rock up and have a bit of a, you know, fuck it moment. Choices. Something to do with work as well here, possibly, that's causing them some, like giving them some choices. But they're definitely single, and you are High Priestess. You're both tapping more and more into your intuition. Anything else, Apprentice, that's that beautiful, passionate energy and venture. And yeah, where they have been feeling stuck, that is all going to change, but they have to honor their own energy, and they can't come to you not feeling quite themselves, because one, you'll pick up on it, and two, you'd have to go in separation again. They need to feel victorious when they come towards you. So be compassionate. They need to feel victorious when they come towards you. They need to feel strong and stable in their own energy. And for a lot of them, they are getting there. But you have to understand, they have not been treated very nicely by people. And, you know, it's a wound in them. It is a wound in them. And they're like, oh my God, like, I really have tolerated far less than I deserve, you know? 4111 at a time. So, any other messages before I shut the F up? Hammer. They realise where they have self-sabotaged at times. I like you. Well, they clearly like you, let me fucking tell you. It's a lot more than that. The snake, but they're still dealing with some très difficile energies at times. Heartbroken, there you go. They're trying to work through the heartbreak of feeling that. And they are working through it with the butterfly. They are healing. Possibly healing some inner child energy here. Like, the masculine collective I pick up on are pretty strong, to be honest. They're pretty impressive beings. Coffin and then the Grim Reaper, but they have to end these yucky cycles where they've self-sabotaged for the sake of relationship or connection. And they've known wearing a mask was not the right thing to do. And then we've got kisses as well. Like, for some of you, they don't know, they haven't shown you their true feelings to you. They haven't shown you. You know intuitively how they feel, but they haven't actually said the 3 little words that you want to hear, you know what I mean? Heart of a key. You hold the key to their heart. Which is beautiful. Anything else? Palm tree, stability, permanence and growth. They just want to move towards that with you. One more, because I've got 12. The chaser, yeah, you go. They want to chase after you and give you the truth that you deserve. And it will come. It's just, they have to go through these difficult lessons, and just as, you know, all of us do, to make you realise what you have in your life, you know, and in some cases what you don't. And like, particularly if they've got to continue a relationship of like a cordial basis because they've got children or a business arrangement with someone, they need that space to formulate the right way forward to assist both parties. And that is where sometimes the karmic energies can be quite difficult. So you have to go, do you know what? That's their life. They've got to handle it. It's nothing to do with me. And you can't be thinking, oh, they're not choosing me. Why they're not choosing me? It's not about you. That is their journey. They have to close out those patterns, those conditionings, those behaviours, or the people-pleasing methods, or, you know, I don't know, in some cases the masculines are afraid to ask for help sometimes. Let me be clear, femmes, if you are afraid to ask for help, that is an inner wounded masculine, as well as an inner wounded feminine, because you have not felt safe asking for help when you needed it, or you weren't given the help you needed. And, you know, this is where a lot of the masculines have been taught, oh, well, we can do it all ourselves, we don't need help. And then it's like, oh my goodness. Whereas you, femme, in order for you to receive from the divine, you have to open up that heart to receive, to trust that what is meant for you will never pass you by. You have to be open to receive from your counterpart when the time aligns. And until you open up and receive from God, you're never going to open up and receive from your counterpart. Okay? So it's really important to open up that heart and trust. And that takes time. That takes a lot of healing. That takes serious amounts of really sitting in your own energy. It can be a case you work with someone to help you get there in some cases as well, or, you know, there's different methods you can do to get to that space. But just walking out in nature, walking barefoot on the grass, savoring, living in the moment is blissful. And when you get to a place where I'm in this sort of, I no longer feel like I'm in survivor mode, which has taken me a long time to get out of, to be honest. It's like, I realise when I'm feeling any kind of energy like that, it's not mine. It's collective, and thank fuck I can transmute it rapidly and get back to my blissful state and be like, happy. Yeah, don't get me wrong, things are still challenging. That's life. But I look at it from a different perspective, and instead of asking why is this happening to me, I go, okay, what's it teaching me? Because a lot of the time we are taught patience, divine timing, and, you know, you're always one step away from a totally different life, but how you view life makes your reality come true. So if you view it from a negative standpoint, you're going to have negative experiences. If you view it from a positive standpoint, you're going to have positive experiences. I'm now going to shut up. The TED Talk will be back probably tomorrow or Thursday. If this has resonated, do let me know. If you are feeling this sense of bliss like I am in, also let me know, because I'm intrigued to see where people are at on the scale with it, because honestly, it's just something I've never felt. And it's dawned on me, I've been in and out of it for a while, and I'm like, I'm also focusing on glimmers in life. Not, triggers are there to help you heal, yes, but I'm focusing more on glimmers. Coffee, chocolate, food, breathing exercises, breathing, having a shower, watching your favourite box set. I'm watching Outlander again at the moment. I watched a very dark episode of it last night, and I had to cleanse my energy afterwards because it was so dark. I won't tell you what it did, what happened, but if you know, you know. And oh my lord, and I'll give you this advice now for free. When you watch anything quite dark or difficult, or if there's bloodshed or heinous acts within said series you're watching, just say, I am merely observing, not absorbing. And ask for your energy to be cleansed, and anything that's been taken from you from over absorbing it, whatever, just bring it all back to you to be clear and cleansed when it comes back to you, right? There's so many ways in which you can cleanse your energy with something like that, but yeah, Outlander's brilliant, but it's so past lifey as well, obviously, and I look at it and I think, oh my god, I've probably lived that life. I've probably done that. I've probably done that. I've probably done that. Da, 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 da. I mean, I don't look into it too deeply, but anything past lifey and set, 200 years ago or longer always resonate for me, because it just takes me back to a past life memory. And I haven't done many past life regressions, so I probably need to do one, I would say, and that will happen when it's meant to. But there's just, when you live in the moment and you appreciate the now, it's very powerful to do that. So if you want a reading, message me. If you want a healing session, message me. If you want a past life regression, message me. I do womb healings, shamanic healing, soul retrieval, power animal retrieval, power retrieval. Don't know what that was. I think it was a message on my iPad. Inner child work. I take you to meet your most abundant timeline. Like, there's quite a lot of stuff I can help you with. And my biggest thing is to empower you to choose better for you. When something isn't working for you, we look at it together and we go, okay, what is it you need to look at? What is it you need to change? Where do you need to do things differently? There's quite a lot I can help you with. So just message me, Zoe at thesassyspiritualist.co.uk. Empowered Soul Alchemist 11 on TikTok, and so Empowered Soul Alchemist 1111 on Instagram, and we will go from there. But if this resonates, let me know. Lots of love.